The room is warm. The lights are dimmed. You are safe, or so you tell yourself. You have built a fortress of pillows and digital distractions. You have eliminated the friction of the outside world. But in this stillness, something is rotting. It is the slow, silent decay of the human spirit. We have been sold a lie. We were told that the goal of life was to reach a state of permanent ease. We were told that if we could just remove the stress, the cold, and the conflict, we would finally be happy. But look at yourself. Look at the way your hands tremble when things do not go your way. This is the first symptom of the comfort trap, the agony of emotional reactivity. Because you have spent so long avoiding the storm, you have forgotten how to stand in the rain. You have become a raw nerve, exposed to the world without the protection of a hardened shell. Every minor inconvenience feels like a personal assault. A delayed flight is a catastrophe. A critical remark is a wound that refuses to heal. You are no longer the captain of your ship. You are a piece of driftwood, tossed and broken by every passing wave. You feel everything too much, yet you understand nothing. Your emotions have become your masters. They dictate your mood, your productivity, and your value. When the world smiles, you are briefly elevated. When the world frowns, you collapse into a heap of resentment and sorrow. This is the pain of the soft life. By removing the external challenges, you have allowed your internal defenses to wither away. You are fragile. You are brittle. You are a porcelain doll living in a world made of stone. And the pressure is starting to show the cracks. The Stoics understood this. They knew that a man who cannot control his reactions is a slave, regardless of how much money he has or how comfortable his bed is. Marcus Aurelius warned us that the mind should be an island, unaffected by the turbulent waters of the senses. But your island is submerged. You react to the weather. You react to the news. You react to the ghosts of your past and the shadows of your future. You are exhausted, not from hard labor, but from the constant, draining effort of being offended, hurt, and anxious. This reactivity is a slow death. It kills your focus. It kills your relationships. It kills your ability to think clearly. You are trapped in a cycle of stimulus and response, with no space in between to breathe. You are a puppet, and the world holds all the strings. The comfort you crave is the very thing that is making you weak. It is a velvet noose, tightening every time you choose the easy path. You think you are protecting yourself from pain, but you are actually inviting a much deeper, more insidious kind of suffering. It is the suffering of the spectator, the suffering of the man who watches his life happen to him, rather than making his life happen for him. You are a prisoner in a gilded cage of your own design, and the bars are made of your own sensitivities. This is part 1, the diagnosis. You are emotionally reactive because you have prioritized comfort over character. You have traded your resilience for a temporary sense of security. And now, the bill is coming due. The world is getting louder, and you have forgotten how to be silent. The storm is coming. You are made of paper. To understand the rot of modern comfort, we travel back to the wind-swept colonnades of the ancient world. Picture a man standing in the center of a storm. The sky is a bruised purple, and the rain lashes against his skin like 1,000 tiny needles. Most men would shiver. Most would run for the nearest fire, seeking the warmth that promises safety. But the Stoic stands still. He is not a statue. He feels the cold. He feels the sting. But he has made a discovery that separates him from the herd. He knows that the cold is not bad. It is simply data. It is a report from his nerves, telling his brain that the temperature has dropped. In the modern world, we have lost the ability to read the report without reacting to the message. We have become allergic to the friction of existence. The ancients called this propathia, the first movements of the soul. These are the involuntary shudders, the sudden spikes of fear, the flashes of white-hot rage. They believed these were external events. They were not part of the self. They were like birds flying across a window. You see them, but they do not own the house. But comfort has changed the architecture of our minds, because we have spent decades avoiding every minor discomfort. We have forgotten how to close the window. Every breeze is a hurricane. Every slight is a wound. Every inconvenience is a catastrophe. Marcus Aurelius sat in a tent on the edge of a frozen frontier, surrounded by death and betrayal. He did not ask for a softer bed. He asked for a harder mind. He wrote that the mind should be an inner citadel, a fortress where the logic of the soul remains untouched by the chaos of the flesh. To the Stoic, your emotions are not your masters. They are your advisors, and often, they are lying to you. When your body tells you it is tired, it is often just bored. When your ego tells you it is hurt, it is often just fragile. Comfort is the slow poison that dissolves the walls of that citadel. It makes the soul soft, porous, and reactive. We have traded our sovereignty for a thermostat. We have traded our freedom for a padded chair. In the ancient view, the man who cannot endure a cold room or a harsh word is a slave. He is a puppet pulled by the strings of his own biology. The Stoics saw the pursuit of comfort as a form of voluntary imprisonment. By needing things to be just right, you give the world the power to break you. They practiced poverty rehearsals. They would wear rough clothing and eat stale bread while surrounded by wealth. They did this to remind themselves that the data of hunger or the data of shame could not actually touch the core of who they were. They knew that if you become too comfortable, you become too quiet, and when you are quiet, the shadows grow long. The history of greatness is not written by those who found the easiest path. It is written by those who treated their own suffering as a laboratory. They looked at their pain with the cold eye of a scientist. They dissected their fear until it was nothing but a collection of hollow parts. They understood that the moment you obey an emotion without questioning it, you have ceased to be a man and have become an animal. You are no longer free. The cure is not found in a pharmacy or a self-help retreat. It is found in the cold, hard marrow of your own indifference. You have spent your life being a tuning fork, vibrating at every frequency the world throws at you. Comfort has made you sensitive. It has made you fragile. To survive the slow death of the modern age, you must learn the art of being a ghost while still standing in the room. We call this the gray rock. Imagine a pebble on a vast, windswept beach. It does not argue with the tide. It does not scream at the storm. It simply exists, gray and featureless, offering nothing to the predator and nothing to the seeker. This is your identity. You are no longer a source of entertainment. You are no longer a battery for someone else's drama. You are becoming a void. Practicality begins with the tongue. The world feeds on your explanations. It thrives on your justifications. When the chaos approaches you, whether it is a toxic person, a digital outrage, or your own internal urge to complain, you must starve it, give it nothing but the barest essentials. Yes, no, I don't know, these are not just words. They are walls. These are the bricks of your fortress. Every time you react, you leak power. You are hemorrhaging your soul into a vacuum that will never be full. By choosing non-reaction, you are practicing a form of spiritual surgery. You are cauterizing the wounds through which your focus escapes. You must become so uninteresting, so dull to the external world, that the world eventually looks elsewhere for its fix. You are becoming invisible to the parasites of the spirit. This is the discipline of the internal fortress. While your exterior is a flat, gray surface, your interior is a roaring furnace of purpose. The gray rock is not about being empty. It is about being so full of your own mission that you have no room for the noise of others. You are preserving your energy for the things that matter. You are hoarding your fire for the winter of your own making. Do not mistake this for weakness. It takes an incredible, violent amount of strength to remain still when everything inside you wants to explode. It is the strength of the mountain against the wind. You are training your nervous system to recognize that not every invitation to conflict requires an RSVP. You are reclaiming the throne of your own attention. This is the silent warrior. In the silence of non-reaction, you will find a terrifying clarity. You will see people for what they are, actors looking for a stage. When you refuse to provide the stage, the play ends. The comfort you once sought was a lie. True peace is found in the ability to remain unmoved while the world burns around you. Practice this in the small moments. When the notification pings, do not look. When the insult is hurled, let it pass through you like light through glass. You are a rock. You are obsidian. You are the eye of the hurricane. The slow death of comfort is a disease of the heart. The gray rock is the surgery. It will feel cold at first. It will feel lonely. But in that loneliness, you will find the only person who has ever truly mattered. The version of you that cannot be broken. Become the rock. Become the silence. Become the cure. This is your final evolution. This is the only way. Stay still. You are now finally free.